I'd like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, okay, risking life and livelihood in doing so, all right? Um, Especially in these days and times. All right. Shalom to the women and the children who watch and who learn as well. All right. Mm. And man, this weather is is up and it's down. All right, it was down and it's up. Okay, but oh man, we got to get out of this place, man. All right. Um, yesterday it was just so hot. Okay, I had the window open and the fan on. All right, now this morning, right, it's just total opposite, man. One second. Oh, Slovakia, and I don't, oh man, whew. So let me get into this lesson. This is something that I just came across um last night. All right, um, from Black Journals. Okay, and says Russia opens its votes to reveal uh, black. Okay, they use the word black. Okay, biblical Israelites. Well, let me start off by saying there is no such thing as a black biblical Israelite. All right. Um, there's no such thing as um ancient Israelites. All right, or the Israelites. All right. They were dark skinned. Okay. And they favored uh, the people who are uh, they favored the people who are in this time called black people. All right, but you have instances, all right, where um, they wouldn't always look like a so-called black person. Okay, because remember that the father carries the seed. All right. And give me one quick intermission. All right, my nose is, I don't want to be, 1 second. All right, feeling like Elmer Fudd. Okay. Um, so yeah, Israelites could look like different nations. Again, Israel are scattered people. Okay. And wherever, you know, the men of Israel, because, wherever the men of Israel were taken, okay, um, a lot of times, for the most part, the women of the other nations, they're going to be attracted to the Israelite man, all right, and the Israelite man will, uh, you know, have a wife, children, all right, from other nations, okay, and those characteristics from those other nations tend to come out, okay, tend to come out. Um, even when we, have children with Edomites, all right. You may have a Israelite child who has a lack of melanin, all right, pigmentation in his skin, all right. But that doesn't mean that that child is not an Israelite, all right. So there is no such thing as a black biblical Israelite. Okay, this is not a black thing, all right. It's not. Okay, and even with that, uh, you know, moving in the spirit. Okay, because a lot of people are not moved by the spirit. Whether they uh, are dark skinned or light skinned or any of these or look like any of these other nations. They hear this truth and yet they're not moved and compelled to teach this word. All right. Now as of late, you have you know anyway but if the spirit compels you, okay, to teach this word, you are not an enemy of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, if you're compelled to bring out these lessons, okay, you are not an enemy of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And let me get a scripture real quick, okay. A few scriptures. There's thousands of scriptures, all right, to prove this point, all right. Now, I'm saying thousands, but yeah, there's scriptures to prove this point. All right. Let me get this real quick. Now, you have to be teaching the doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Now, if you're talking about that it's black only Israelites, white only Israelites, all right. Well then that's not the doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, Matthew 12:26. If Satan cast out Satan, okay, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? All right. So, if you know this truth, all right, you're diligently teaching and pushing this word in truth and sincerity the way that it's supposed to be taught. All right. Well, then, you are not an enemy, okay, to this truth. All right. To Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. Because ultimately, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is going to be the one who puts crowns, all right, on your heads, man. Okay. So, I always say, man, and sometimes I get upset when I'm at work, man. I be wanting to, do a lesson and I'm at work, okay? And now I'm in the process of maybe even taking uh you know uh you know two jobs, if that's the if that's what Yahweh Shai wants me to do, you know. Uh because hey, um you know, you want to push this truth as much as possible, man. There's times I might be, you know, out, okay, with a lady, with a woman, all right, and this truth is calling, man, all right. Go do a video like, what are you doing with this bitch, man? Go, you know. there's something, because this devil, hey, a lot of people, I've always felt the crunch of this devil now. And I've always known, okay, certain wiles of the devil. Always had it, always known since a child that this man was quite devilish, but not knowing the extent of the evil of the so-called white man. Okay, Esau, Edom. All right, and so you know when you understand, and these are, you know, the Edomites that are near to you. I mean, you see these people, you see these people every day at work, okay, and they're going about like going about the day like like it's a normal day. When in within these people there is a deep hatred for you, okay? Because they know that you are an Israelite. They know what has taken place. They know it. Okay? The spirit of America is to what? Never forget. In the 1940s, all right? After, Japan uh attacked Pearl Harbor, okay? At that time, you had, I believe, Theodore Roosevelt was the president. Okay, and then he, at that time, they had, they had the what is it called, the hydrogen bomb. Okay, they had a hydrogen bomb. All right, or in today's terms, I think you could kind of call it. I think the hydrogen bomb and the nuclear bomb are two different things. I'm not sure. Okay, but anyway, um, you know, Roosevelt died. Okay, and what's this guy named? Truman replaced him. All right, and believe that was Truman. Okay, one of these damn EIA man. I hate Esau, man. Okay, his history. Okay, all of that. Anyway, and so you know Esau, you had, Germany on the brink of, taking over Europe, and in my opinion, these Edomites here, they at up to a point, they were on the side of the Germans. All right, and here it is. Okay, uh, here's some irony for you. All right, um, in Germany was supposed to be responsible for the, Germany, Russia, okay? Because at one point in time, Germany and Russia were allies. And they both, okay, were unfavorable to the 1948er, okay? Because the 1948er, was draining their economies. Uh, but you have the 1948er, okay, who's still in these parts of the world. If the Germans, did those people so bad, okay, we hear about the Holocaust, the Never Forget. Okay, that's a song they all sing, but they want you to forget. Okay, uh, they still live in these lands, man. They are still doing business in Germany. They're still doing business in Russia. Okay, all those places that it was important that you never forget, they're still there doing business and living in these places. Okay? They didn't shake the dust off of their feet. They stayed there. They're still there to this day here in America. They didn't shake the dust off their feet. They're still here today. Okay? Operating side by side. Okay? So, that never forget. Okay? That's the sentiment, okay, that they have. And when again when the so-called Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, okay, Harry S. Truman, I believe that was Truman, he responded, okay, by dropping these hydrogen or atomic bombs on Japan. They didn't say, "Oh man, you just blew up some of our ships, so it's okay. Let bygone." No, man. They bombed citizens, children, everybody, everybody in Japan. When the Twin Towers went down, they did. They don't say never forget. They don't say never forget, but they want you to forget. You see? And 2/3 of our people, they want to forget, man. Okay, and especially those that are in the Christian church, those that in the Nation of Islam, they bring out, the Nation of Islam bring out certain things, all right? And but they're not down for Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? They're not down for Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So, get a scripture. I forgot how to spell this word. Okay, let's see. Let's see if that's it. Okay. Matthew 10 and 26. Fear them not, okay? Therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid. Okay, so it is hid, H-I-D. Okay, so and hid that shall not be known. Okay, and then you got our people that are scared to open their damn mouth. Like this nigga Floyd Mayweather, man. Oh, I'm not an African American. Man, Floyd's family, man. Okay, but at the end of the day, man, fuck these niggas, man. These niggas is not family, man. Okay? This truth is what's important, man. Pushing this truth. Like I said, man, I could be on, and it's, you could, be out with the woman of your dreams, man. And guess what, man? This truth will be just, yeah, man, do a lesson, man. Something be in your brain, Now I'm not trying to be over righteous with this truth, man, but it's a passion. Okay? See, another script. Oh man, they don't want to. Oh man. So there's a lot of results. Gotta drink some water. Oh man. All right, there's a scripture that roughly paraphrasing that, said that this truth has been so long. All right. I thought that was the wording, but maybe I guess it's not. Uh, Hidden, man. Okay. When I was younger, I would have loved to be into the scriptures, man. Okay. But white Esau, I couldn't get jiggy with that. Okay. I wasn't feeling that, man. Okay. Even then, I had a spirit, against Esau. And, my grandmother, man, she had us reading the Bible every day. And, you know, grandfather, they were, into the scriptures, man. Okay. And when we spent the night over there, the grandparents' house, all the cousins, we would have to wake up early in the morning and um, read out of the scriptures, man. Okay, we didn't know what the hell we were reading. We were just reading. It became a competition to see who could read and understand. Okay, because you know she didn't have any breakdowns. Okay, we were just reading. Okay, but I never was into the Bible. In fact, uh, I had a close friend of mine. All right, uh, it's like a brother. All right, they were Jehovah Witnesses. All right, and you know, uh, I was over their house so much. Okay, that his father, their father, brought us in. Okay, and asked, how did I feel about Jehovah's Witness, and to tell you the truth, I was like, he had a bad sister. All right, she had some badass, okay, friends. All right, and so I was like, hey, this is my opportunity. All right, this is my opportunity. Okay, and so I learned. Okay, even from them. Okay, um, some Bible scriptures. All right, but uh, you know, their whole thing was everybody's included, and that was okay. I mean, did you go to one of those, to the Kingdom Halls that they went to, man? There was everybody there, man. Okay, so I was dating, uh, women from all, all different ranges, man. We be having little girlfriends or whatever, man. Okay, and but you know, the fact remained, even though it seemed that way, hey man, this when Roots and other things would come on TV, and the information that they did, that you were able to get, okay, Nat Turner, okay, and would kind of trickle in, And you'll be like, damn, okay. Something, this, this white God, man, he tripping. Okay, he's a white God, and and then you had to deal with, people, then people would be dying in your family. You be getting down praying, please don't let them die, please God, don't let them die. I love them, this is my great grandmama, and then they would pass away, and you'd be like, well, damn, man, I just read, okay, I just read this, all right? It said prayers avail, and you know, so again, within that within that doctrine that they were teaching us, that's why the doctrine is so important to know. All right. Now, as long as you are in line with this doctrine, with the doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man, hey, keep pushing. All right. Keep on pushing. All right. I got to keep on pushing. All right. Keep pushing the truth, man. All right. Listen, this is your history, man. I look at Jake, man, and I'm like, damn, you hate yourself that much, nigga. See, and that's what Esau has ultimately done to our people, man. Okay? That's what Esau is. He's branded and put a self-hatred into them, man. So bad, so deep. They're looking for, something to hide them from the truth, man. They don't want to be Jake, man. See? Let me get a scripture real quick. And that's why they run to these Christian churches, man. Most of my female girlfriends or whatever, man, I was the first one to pop them, man. Okay? But I've always been kind of, of a person that was, worldly, but not worldly, man, because the spirit of these scriptures, man, they stick to your ass like glue. Okay, they stick to you like glue. So you know. Listen, I ran with killers, murderers. All right, don't want to make it sound like a Tupac song, man, but really, okay. And there was times when people wanted to kill me. I didn't even know these niggas, man. All right, and and that came from dealing, you know, with um, females, okay, who who were loose, man. These dealing with that, and that was the only time that nigga wanted to kill you, man, because you're dealing with females that were loose, man. And then some men knew, knowing your temperament because you're with them every day, okay. They know how you handle, I've always been, a fighter, win or lose, okay. And hey, I don't recall losing any fights, man. Okay. Um, I've been in a lot, but um, you know, people, you know, trying to take me out, man. And I said, listen, Lord, if this person pull it, I'm gonna kill this person. You know, and you said you don't want me to kill nobody now. Now that's your word. But if this person, I'm gonna give him a chance. And if this person, you know, push me, I'm gonna drop their ass, man. Okay? And every single time, all right? Every single time, man, the Lord, okay? You know, if a person was going to say they wanted to kill me, I approached them, man. I approached them, man to man, okay? You know, the person over here said, you know, yeah. If I heard, you know, if they said, you know, Tony said he was gonna kill you. All right. Well, then guess what? Wherever Tony was, I went to go be where Tony was. All right. And I see Tony. What up, Tony? Oh, okay. Oh man, I'm good. You good? Oh, yeah. All right. And that was that. Okay. And so it would. So you know, sometimes you find out that other people got beef with people. All right. And they want to try to use you as a chess piece. All right. But first and foremost, you know, I pray to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, and that's the counsel and the guidance that I received. All right. So I was instructed to move. All right. Because then again, you know, only fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. And so, you know, with that being said, you know, just this white Esau Edomite, man. Okay. That was confusion. All right. I was looking for a scripture, man. But let me see. Okay. All right. And so this is Isaiah 30:2. It says, let me get the whole thing. Isaiah 30:1. And this is Jake, man, who don't accept this truth, man, who are not, you know, this, you know, who are not excited about this truth, man. Okay. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, okay, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. All right, and that's you Christianized, and even if you're not in the Christian church, you're still under the Christian ideology, man. You're still in that Christian, Catholic, Muslim state of mind, man. Okay, now, you know, Jake is, you know, alkaline diet is good, man, but that's, you know, what, man, the Lord can still take your ass out, man. Okay, this man could be eating a fat burger every day, man, and be in the truth, and the Lord prospering him, man, and you're eating sea moss. You know, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with sea moss. You know, actually, man, sea moss is official, man. Okay, so I've asked, I need to be going to go get some now. Well, it's early. I'm gonna do this lesson. Then, you know, it just costs so much, man, for the sea moss. But you know, it's crazy because I was into sea moss. Okay, you know, that was one of the things that, you know, I had learned, you know, from watching the Sonetta. All right, you know, when he would have the guy Inky, Minister Inky. All right, which you know, that brother got some knowledge, man. He, you know, about certain things, man. You know, vitamins and certain, he was the first person I heard about sea moss or alkaline water. All right. And I jumped on the alkaline water, but I back then I tried the sea moss and it was just too, I want to say, fishy. It had a taste that because I was just taking it raw. All right, now, okay, one thing that I do with the sea moss is I mix it with honeydew melon or either cantaloupe and blend it together. Okay, and then I get a big jar. Okay, and it's good, man. Snack on. It's just expensive. All right. So once I, get the time and see, and that's the thing that sisters are needed, women are needed for, man. Okay. To do stuff like that, but these women nowadays, man, they're into witchcraft, man. Okay, putting pubic hair, all in your food and shit. Okay, you coughing. Why am I coughing, man? You coughing up. You got a hairball in your goddamn gut, man. Because she's been trying to do witchcraft to keep your ass around. Okay, and that's a part of witchcraft. Is a part of Christianity, man. Like I said, most of the chicks I was there first. Okay, and if not there first, okay, I was okay close. Okay, I was definitely second. Okay, but and it was never my thing to be getting up with no chick, man, after somebody else done been with them, man. Okay, that was kid stuff, man. This stuff you did as a child. Okay, just learning. Okay, but when you got older, man, hey, man, I'm a shit. I'm not what I don't want that. Okay, nigga, you didn't hit that, no, man. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. And that's what's going on in the Christian church. They're not taking counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay? They're taking counsel from anyone who's talking and it sounds good, man. No, no scripture. The scriptures don't come out. And the scriptures that do come out have nothing to do with the topic that they're even talking about, man. Russia opens its vaults to reveal black biblical Israelites, okay? Fan that's fantastic, man. Now, although this is not um fully in the news, okay? And the voice that's talking on here, yeah, it may be an AI generated voice or whatever, okay? But this actually happened, all right? And then they'll say, um, well, the images they get darker. That's what because like I said, I went to Catholic schools, man, private Catholic schools, okay? When I was younger, man. Jump back, Catholic school, public school, whenever we could afford it, all right? Um, and in the Catholic schools, you did have the black images, but, okay? But they would say, oh, those images, those are dirty, uh, dirty, uh, they're dirty, okay? But only the faces and the hands would be dirty, okay? The red and the green and the blue, it wouldn't be dirty that you couldn't recognize, but just only the faces that appeared dark would be dirty, okay? So, you know, you Christians, man, you're adding sin to sin, man. All right. Isaiah 30 and 2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. See, because our people did, slavery and all of that. Those subjects are boring to our people, man. They want to be the nigger. They want to be as niggered out and far gone as possible. And that's beautiful. Because that separates, that's the spirit that should show you of a who's who, okay? What's what, okay? Who's who and a what's what, okay? Um, so I'm going to play some of this, and this is from Black Journals, all right? Let me see.
Garden of Gethsemane before the crucifixion, Judas Iscariot had to point Jesus out to his soldiers among the disciples, presumably because they all appeared similar to one another. But the words of the Bible in itself did not hint on the reasons behind their similarities. Whether they were white or black, or why or how they looked too similar.
Well, it does say that, all right? The Bible actually does give you, all right, description, all right? And, another thing that they try to come off with is, Esau. Esau comes out of Japhet, man. You Edomites, listen, man, you're not out of Japhet, man. You're not. Japhet was dark-skinned people, okay? You're not from Japhet, man. You're looking, to want to be, no, man. All of Ham's children were dark-skinned children, man. Okay, you're not going to, how is how are you going to have the Jewish people out of Shem and you're out of Japhet, man? Okay, that's totally retarded, man. That's dumb. The Jewish people, they're claiming Shem, and you attest to them being Shem because they which there is no Sim, okay, but they claim anti-Semitic, but you let the lies go on, okay, because to a point you're not against your Satan, okay, but it's falling apart because a lot of you smaller Satans are against each other, man, and information is coming out. So you're going to have one from Shem and one from Japhet? No, man. Okay? All of Noah's children, okay, were by the same woman, okay? And they were all dark-skinned people. She was from a dark-skinned people. Noah was from a dark-skinned people. Okay? There was no albino, all right, at that time. Okay? You had Cain, who had a form, okay, of losing his pigment, okay, just partially. And then Esau, okay, he came out as a full leper, which was clean. Okay, which was clean down to the, blonde hair, man. He may have even had blonde hair. You know, it just said he was red like a hairy blanket. It didn't say that he was a red, you know, red and hairy. Okay, possibly had blonde hair even. All right, it doesn't say that. But we see that these, you know, that the yellow hair is a form of leprosy. But when it comes out on these Edomites, you know, yellow is blonde, okay? It's the same thing, thin, blonde hair, okay? And that came with who? With Esau, or either leprosy. But with Esau, he was what? He was a clean leper. Yahushai, okay? His head, Revelation 1:14. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Okay? His fro, all right, the crown of his head, his beard, mustache, okay, they were white and woolly, okay, white like wool, okay, and wool. So there's only one people with woolly hair, all right, and it's so-called black people, all right. So-called black people, all right. Says and his feet like unto fine brass, okay, fine brass, okay, as if they burned, okay. So this is fine brass, which is already dark brown, okay, but as if they burned in a furnace. So you're talking about you know, black, okay, what you would call very dark, okay. So yeah, Yahweh Shai looked like the rest of, you know, the apostles. They were all so-called black men, all right. um and so, you know, you Christians, you're hiding the shadow of Egypt, all right. And the shadow of Egypt is that you're black, you're colored, you're African American. That's what the majority of these people are hiding under, man, hiding behind. Okay? I'm black. I'm African American. I'm American. Okay? Not only them, the other tribes, all right? They're doing the same damn thing, all right? And you're going to be destroyed, okay, for doing so. Because look at this history, man. This is great. Oh man, come on. Here we go.
This might sound crazy, but if you suffer from allergies that cause sneezing, congestion,
One second.
From anti-religious destruction.
Soprattutto è la prima volta che
It's the first time that a large number of Russian icons have come here to Italy. In addition, here are a dozen examples that have never before been moved. They appear for the first time in our catalog.
Icons are usually painted on wood and meant to represent saints or sacred elements. The Orthodox tradition considers them as if they were the gospel, inspirations of God through the hand of the artist. Their deep symbolism is reflected from the meaning of icon as a representation or vision from another world. The wood evokes the Holy Cross through its gold background, divine light, and the cloth attached to the wood evokes the cloth that covered the body of Jesus Christ.
Okay. And so wood has what? Wood has melanin, man. Pigment. All right.
Importanza notevole e fondamentale.
Without a doubt, they have a great importance and a fundamental recognition in Russia because the icons represent for Russia what the pyramids represent for Egypt, or the temples to the Greeks.
The exhibition shows icons ranging from the 15th century until the early 20th century. It's a rare opportunity to see the religious soul of Russia through its...
There's been so much debate going on around the world of late, bestirred by the unveiling of these black biblical icons. Some tend to think that the icons had blackened over time due to age, while others say that the blackness of the icons has nothing to do with age but are a measure of accuracy meant to depict the actual color of the skins of the people painted. Because they were black people, says Robert Rubin. Why didn't their clothes change to black in those paintings or all of the paintings? The true Israelis were black-skinned people, not white. Likewise, the ancient Egyptians. The Reshet structure in Mauritania is also the location of Atlantis.
And see, Mauritania, that's where you get the word Moor from, all right? Okay, which just means black, okay? Just means black, man. But anyway, you know, you could point these things out to individuals and, you know, they're going to try to, you know, it's nothing you can really do. But anyway, Lord willing, you are edified by this lesson. All right. And, you know, till the next time, Shalom.